Pure spirits, pure spirits, pure spirits, pure spirits aligned. It's me, your spiritual life coach, Diamond. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today, we're talking about the ultimate power move. Okay? And that power move is ignoring angry people. Yes. I got 5 examples: strangers, family, relationships, friendships, and coworkers. Because people will try to provoke you in every area of life. Been there, done that. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, stranger example. Like I always do, I post content online. And someone left a whole paragraph trying to rage bait me with hate speech in my comments. I was cracking up, okay? They were triggered because they were not in alignment and couldn't resonate with my message. For someone to be that upset and not even know me, that's deep personal issues that got nothing to do with me. Okay? The lesson is, if someone you don't know is angry at you and is trying to provoke a reaction, the ultimate power move is to ignore them. At the beginning, middle, and end of the day, you're the main character in your life. And they're literally background noise. Don't let strangers steal your peace. The devil wants to steal, kill, and destroy. And when he can't use the people closest to you, he'll use randoms online. Promise you. Okay? Number 2, family example. Now, strangers is light work, but family, that's a whole different ballgame. I had a family member who, anytime they got into it with my mom, would start coming at me. Even when I had nothing to do with it, okay? When I was younger, I used to respond, I was a little hot skull for me. But the last time it happened, I literally just heard the negative things that was being said about me. And I was like, oh, well. Immediately took them off my socials, deleted their numbers, didn't defend myself, didn't argue, didn't explain, just ignored them. And this is why it's the ultimate power move. Because in that moment, I realized they were not important enough for me to explain my side. Because when people care about you, they don't put you in those positions. So why let them steal your joy and give them your power? Nope. So the lesson is, no one, not even family, gets to manipulate or control your energy. They get ignored if they try to do that. That's the ultimate power move. Number 3, relationship examples. So we all know relationships will test your patience. I remember when I first moved to the South, I was dating a guy, let's call him Sydney. On our first date, my phone broke. And my mom called a friend of mine, who was actually her friend's son, who was working with us. We all worked at the same place, to check in on me. And Sydney immediately, like a narcissist, got upset and tried to use that situation to create some kind of leverage. Okay. He wanted to start issues and make me feel like I owed him something. Immediately when I noticed that, I did not argue. I didn't over-explain. I ignored him. Moved on. Okay, shortly after that, got with my husband, And of course, your girl is still happily ever after. Okay. And the lesson is, people will try to use insecurity to manipulate your peace and your energy. And that's why the ultimate power move is ignoring them. Okay? Because they don't get to do what they're trying to do when they're ignored. What they are needing to do can't work without your attention. Okay? Number 4, the friend example. Friendships. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's rare to find good friends these days, y'all. I know I'm a real one. I got some real ones too, but it's very rare. I've had a lot of fake friends. So I remember one of my old friends, when I had my first daughter, made a shady comment about my body postpartum. And then after that, because they were going through relationship issues, tried to give me bad relationship advice concerning my marriage. And I was cracking up because I ignored her completely. I mean, no texts, no interactions, nothing. Okay. When she realized that she was being ignored and what she was trying to do wasn't working, she unfriended me. Right. And then later on, she tried to reconnect a couple months later. And I didn't open that door because I knew immediately that she wasn't trying to repair the friendship. She was trying to get back in to see if she was important enough to be missed and to get access to have power over me. She wanted to see if she could bring emotions out of me or anger or insecurity, because that makes people who operate in that energy feel important. But when you ignore them, it's the ultimate power move, because they need that response to get what they're looking for. Okay? Number 5, coworker example. Finally, workplaces. Let's get into it, okay? So I remember I had a manager who did microaggressions and was literally copying me. Like hairstyles, bringing her dog to work because I'm bringing my dog to work. All of a sudden talking about Caribbean heritage because I'm talking about my Caribbean heritage, mimicking my food choices, mimicking my accent, and she even tried to create situations where I could fail on the job. But God is good, and jobless, no man and no girl can curse. I'm highly favored and I'm blessed. So I stayed focused, performed excellently. And once I realized what she was doing, I only engaged with her professionally. And she was livid, okay? She lost power because she couldn't access my energy. I didn't react. And because of that, she literally became a non-factor. And that's why I said that this is the ultimate power move, because when you ignore these people who are trying to manipulate or control you, it's emotional discipline, okay? And that's what all of these examples have in common. People trying to control you by acting like they have an issue with you when they don't, okay? And if you feel provoked for no reason, you might want to defend yourself. You have all rights to, but take my advice. In the long run, ignoring them does severe damage, and you keep your power and peace intact. Stay elevated, because main characters don't argue with background noise or background characters. Okay? Ignoring angry people is the ultimate power move. When you don't give them access to your emotions, they lose power, no matter the category. Keep your energy sacred. Stay aligned. It's your spiritual life coach, Diamond. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am on all platforms at PureSpiritsAligned. You can book with me via Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. Ciao.